stop putting others on a pedestal. What does putting others on a pedestal mean? Well, putting others on a pedestal is when we treat others as if they are more important than us, and we idolize them because we think they do not have any sort of flaws. Back in high school, I would view some of my peers, especially the cool kids, and of course my high school crushes, as people who were better than I was. In essence, my mindset was technically like, man, they're so out of my league. I wish I could be like that. You see, this way of thinking came from my lack of self-esteem and confidence. I purposely put down myself whenever I met new people who seemed to have a particular advantage over me, especially in academics. You see, this sort of belief is self-defeating. It is terrible. Not only did it make me compare myself with others all the time, I had also destroyed my own sense of self-worth. If I remember correctly, this way of thinking lasted, throughout my high school years until I finished high school. I believe my tendency to act that way back in high school stemmed from the way I was taught to behave during my childhood years. You see, there's a really popular Chinese saying that my parents taught me, which basically meant to give more and to take less. I also grew up in an environment where we rarely say no to others, and saying yes was the default answer to all requests, even if it would require us to go out of our way. Now, the problem wasn't with these teachings though, it was the way I had interpreted them myself. Now, why is putting others on a pedestal a problem, you may ask? Well, first of all, I think the main problem is because it causes you to think lowly of yourself. You see, as a young man, or for anybody else for that matter, the most important mindset to have is to have confidence and self-esteem. Nothing else even comes as close to being as important as that. You see, when you have low confidence and low self-esteem, what happens is you will tend to withdraw yourself from social connections and the real world, which are the lifeblood of developing proper and meaningful human relationships, which are crucial for happiness and meaning in our lives. Another problem with this is that we develop the tendency to go out of our way to help others even if we don't feel like it, but we do it just because we want to be liked. You become Mr. Nice Guy, which is an absolutely terrible idea. Instead of actually helping others, you set yourself up to get taken for granted by others. Look, it's either a hell yeah or no. If you don't want to be taken for granted by others, learn to be comfortable with saying no. The third problem with putting others on a pedestal is that it fosters an unhealthy relationship with the person whom you have put onto the pedestal. I mean, if you think about it, whenever you are with this person, you always constantly put their needs above yours. This can make others feel uncomfortable as it signals your lack of self-respect and may show others that you aren't genuine with yourself. Not only that, but people will also feel pressured to live up to your unrealistic expectations of them. I understand that it may be a tough pill to swallow, but putting others on a pedestal is no different from being self-centered and selfish. Instead of being yourself, you try to do everything to please others. Your agenda to let other people to like you. That ain't a service to others, man. That's just a sly way of covering up your hidden intentions. Personally, my journey to finally rid myself of this self-defeating habit was by understanding the fact that everybody around me was human and each of them had their own flaws. Now, this knowledge wasn't sufficient on itself, of course. Then I adopted a practice whenever I found myself idolizing a person. I immediately would try to list down as objective as possible, first, their strengths, and second, their weaknesses or their flaws. Funnily enough, what I would always find out is that I had usually overestimated their strengths and underestimated their flaws. A short disclaimer though, I don't necessarily recommend this practice for everyone, especially for people who tend to look others in a negative light. But if you're the person who always tries to please others and puts them on a pedestal, I believe this practice will be hugely beneficial by helping you to view people in a more objective light. At the end of the day, other people are really just humans just like we are. They face the same problem, the same fears, and even the same struggles. It's our perceptions of them that we need to change if we are to do both us and other people a greater good in this world. If you like the video, make sure to click the like button and smash the subscribe button if you want to watch more from a small self-improvement and fitness YouTuber. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.